Now, whether you're talking about your fancy dress shoes or your rugged work boots, leather shoe care does not need to be complicated. One product, two brushes, and a rag. Now, I'm gonna explain why that's the case and exactly how to do it, starting right now. Now, when I started getting into having some halfway decent leather shoes, I obviously went to YouTube and tried to figure out exactly what I was supposed to be doing to take care of them. And video after video, what I saw is that this product right here, so the Sapphire Universal Cream, it's basically the same thing as the Venetian Shoe Cream, which is easier to get in America. I'll put a link for that down in the description. This is what cleans and treats the leather, and also is going to give it some good water resistance. I never call leather completely waterproof, but it does a pretty good job when it's well treated. So this is the one product, and they would use this, and then they would say, well, that's the only thing that's really necessary. Now, because it was a fancy shoe video on YouTube, they would show you the parade finish or the glossy finish that you could spend another half hour doing to have your shoes be a little shinier for like a half hour. That's not what interests me. I just wanted to know what I needed to actually keep my shoes looking good and taken care of. And I was pretty surprised that over several videos, a lot of them didn't come out and say it exactly that, but basically once they were done with this product and what we do with the brushes and the treatment, that was the essential of what needs to be done. So I'm gonna show you how I do this, the tools that I use. Like I said, there's nothing to it. You get a small shoe shine kit and you can take care of super fancy leather shoes, rugged, hard-working work boots. Let's get to it. Now, first, a lot of the times I do not bother taking the laces out because they can handle a little bit of this shoe cream. It's basically just a kind of oil or whatnot. And that's gonna keep me from taking care of my shoes as often as I should. So the big thing is, these I think you can see, hopefully I'll stay in focus. They are mostly just dirty and getting a little dry. So what I'm going to start with is you're going to need two brushes. One is a cleaning brush. I got a black bristle one, so I never mix them up. And then the other one, it is nice to have a brush for buffing. So to start off the process, take the brush for just scrubbing them off, washing them off. And here you just want to get all the excess dirt off. That's pretty much it. Take this one, it's the same thing. Now, my dress shoes tend to not get as muddy, but if they do, you definitely want to brush them off. Sometimes what happens if they're sitting on the shelf for too long, because I don't wear dress shoes all that often anymore, is they'll just get super dusty. So same thing, I use this black brush to just get the dust off. You go ahead and set those there and see the difference already just from the brushing. Now the next step is to take the Universal Cream and a rag. Go ahead and show you this. I don't use a ton. Even on the work boots. And then put that in. Rub it all over. Like I said, I don't bother taking the laces off because you can get in most of that. Get it around them most of the time. Yeah, this guy's thirsty, so I'm going to use a little bit more. About the same as the last time. Just rub that all the way around. And this is just going to treat the leather. This is what keeps it from getting dry and cracked out. Helps it deal with when it does get humid and wet. That's this guy. I'll set them side by side. And we go ahead and take Same rag, same cream. Next shoe. Now this is a little bit more of a, not a patent, but a shinier leather. It's should drink up less of this stuff, so I think just one little dose of the cream is gonna totally do it. I can still get in and around just about everywhere, even with the laces in there. So there we go. Now, stop there. I do like to take the buffing brush and hit it a little bit. That will shine it up. And what it also does, other than just the buffing and the shining, is it's going to take off any extra cream that hasn't been soaked into the leather. And you don't want any excess sitting up on top. That's going to just get waxy and kind of create a weird look on the shoe. You definitely want to get any of the excess off, and that's what this buffing brush is good for. Now I know I'm supposed to make it sound like I've got some incredible secret knowledge that nobody else has, and that taking care of your leather shoes is super complicated and only I have all the secrets. That's just not the truth, fortunately. For basic leather care, a universal cream, the Venetian shoe cream, it's all you need. It's all the pros use. That's key. You see, with these shoes, you can barely tell the difference. It keeps them up so well that it actually keeps them just in fantastic shape. The work boots obviously get out and see a little bit more ruggedness, so this one is a little bit dirtier. For the work boots, these are my Red Wings. If you want a little bit more water resistance, waterproofing, a lot of people are going to use the Oberhoff's Heavy Duty LP. I'll get that down in the description as well. And what I got from the Red Wing store when I bought these is just their all natural leather conditioner. Now it's important to get something that does not have any petroleum products in it. This is what they sold me at the store. This is the Red Wing product. Get some on your fingers. Now this is the heat of your hand and the rubbing, which is going to kind of get it into the leather. And you can tell this is obviously a little bit shinier. Again, I can get up and totally get the tongue just going in behind the laces. I don't think a little bit of beeswax is going to harm these laces at all, so I really don't worry about it. Now I get to the sides. I'm going to grab a little bit more. And now with this one, I actually don't buff it right away. I do give this some time to really soak in, and then I will buff this with a rag because I don't want this product gumming up my buffing brush. So it's only been about 10 minutes, but I don't know if you'll be able to tell from the video, but the product, what is the all natural leather conditioner from Red Wing, has soaked in quite a bit. So I'll just be going at it with this rag to get any excess off. It's actually not that much. A couple areas there's a little bit of excess. So you can see that the product I use on the work boots isn't really a shiny finish. Comes out fairly matte. It definitely looks better than the boot that's not washed and treated. And you get the same after on the dress shoes. And there you go. That really is all there is to it. If you enjoyed this video, everything you need will be down. I'll have links down in the description. You can go ahead and get those. Those will certainly be Amazon affiliate links. So if you do buy it through those links, I'll get like 4 cents. Fantastic. You can also like this video. That'll tell YouTube how awesome I am. Subscribe if you want to see any more of this content for some reason. And the last thing I always wanted to mention, but I forgot. Oh yes, you are going to want to polish both your shoes. This is a weird look. Definitely do them both. And if you want to support the channel in any other way, look down in the description. That'll be down there. I think that's all we got for you today. This video is over. You should probably go now.